AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe. Who y'all playing comparisons for Bronny James?
Say it again.
Who are y'all playing comparisons for him? I'm asking a question. We do this for anybody else. I'm asking y'all, who are y'all playing comparisons? Who is his ceiling? Like, who do y'all think he, at his best, who could he be? And at his worst, what is his floor? At his worst, who is he?
You're gonna have to give me a couple minutes. I would like to know what you think. Who are your player comparisons for Bronny James?
Yo, man, relax, man. Like, yo, first of all, why can't I ask that question? I don't understand why that's a bad question.
I didn't say it was. You got me so befuddled that I'm trying to come up with a player. Like, damn, I've never seen this before in my life. Who can
You've never seen this before in your life?
Who can I compare this to? I don't know.
So, all right.
That's a pro. That nigga was a pro for a lot of years. That nigga was a pro.
But see,
Fish, hold your man DA down.
Yeah, no. Listen,
now,
easy with Daryl, y'all.
No. But hold on. But in all seriousness, see what I don't like when people do that and make a joke. Them guys that we laugh at in high school and college was legendary. See, that's the only thing with me that knocks me about Bronny James.
You always said that. Yeah.
Right. Flea, I've been consistent.
You always said
right.
That. That's
And you know who made a great point? I know we don't never want to hear what Jeff Teague says, right? But Flea, he made one great point before when the young lady Aja Wilson was talking about she'd be the basketball player, whatever. And he broke it down. He said, yo, a lot of these players that y'all get flack to, in high school, niggas was averaging 40. In college, niggas was crazy. Like, Pat Beverly, do y'all see Pat Beverly's highlights in high school?
Dog work.
Like, right. So we can laugh at it, Darryl Armstrong, all we want. But if you look at what these guys did prior to the NBA, like even getting there. So for me, I think Bronny, Fleet, all jokes aside, is in a very difficult spot. Because to me, and I've been saying this for years, I don't know if he's an actual NBA basketball player, bro. He's really going to have to work very hard and prove it. Like I said, he doesn't handle the ball well. He doesn't shoot the ball well. He's not a great free throw shooter. I don't know if he's a great defender yet. So for me, being that size, 6'2", they're going to try to bump him to 6'3". All right, cool. But for me, you not being great in high school, and then we know what happened with, the situation where he lost his life. God willing, he's okay. But in college, he averaged 4 points. So it's hard for me to be like, okay, his ceiling may be this. Because if we name a player, that player probably was crazy in high school and probably had a legit college career. So it's difficult for him, bro. It's difficult to rate this young man because for me, I've been saying this. In high school, he didn't average 20. Athletic, good young player, but he didn't dominate in high school. He didn't dominate in college. So that's tough for me, Flea. I'm sorry. I can't even answer that. And I ain't, you know me, it's nothing for me to troll and just throw dirt on him, but that's my honest opinion. I can't rate him, bro. I really can't. And I'm tired of saying he don't, but I'm tired of the same arguments. I can say that all day. Oh, he this, he that, he don't. No. Honestly, we gonna have to see. It's gonna be rough though. It's gonna be rough.
I like what he's saying, Flea, because when I seen Josh Hart on the Lakers, I was like, he's talented. I just can't. I don't know what he can do. And then when I backtrack and see he was Big East Player of the Year, then when you said the other day, what was it?
No, go. I had a point about what y'all saying. Go. I'm listening.
Like made the point the other day, Draymond was like a big, the defensive player of whatever in his conference, and a lot of these guys
he was the conference player of the year.
But that would mean I would think he's an offensive player in college, right? But Patrick Beverly scoring that much in high school is like all of a sudden this knack to lock in and master something at that level and that age. Somehow you translated that to the league and you said, all right, I'm not going to be that kind of guy in the NBA. How can I translate that locked in mentality to something else to make me stay here? And it's like, you know, you got to go be a 3-point. You got to do something to lock in on. And we haven't seen that yet. That's my thing with Bronny James. It's like, I don't really know. He just looks like a raw, talented, you know, athletic kid, but not wowing us on an NBA level athlete. That's, you know, I don't see that.
And I think that's fair. Like, because I look around at the league and there's tons of guys. And I think that's a fair point about guys were supernovas in high school and college. Like, if you go back and look at Josh Hart as the best player on Villanova's team, you will be like, okay, Josh Hart is going to translate his scoring ability in college to the pros. And that would never happen. He just couldn't score it the way you need to score it on the NBA level to be a 25-a-night guy. Josh Hart will never, we know that. Josh Hart will never be that. But that's 6 years later after him being drafted. What I'm saying is that regardless if he had an astronomical career in high school and college, he's on the same level as a lot of other guys are right now. So fuck what happened before then. What can you do right now on this level that is comparable to other guys that are like you? Like for me, first guy that comes to mind, right? And y'all, a guy like Colin Sexton. Why is Colin Sexton so much better than Bronny James right now? Why?
Well, if you ask me, just brief, he's a bigger guard. He has a better hand.
How much bigger? Colin Sexton ain't 6'5".
Okay, but what is he? 6'3", 6'4"?
Maybe.
Right. And Bronny might be 6'1". So those pulls 2-3 inches means a lot. But Flea,
okay.
But he can actually run an offense, and he has a actual hand. I'm just put it like this: if Bronny James can maybe Jose Alvarado, you could be a pest on defense.
Why is Jose Alvarado better than Bron James? Like, why do we accept? Hold on. Why do we accept who he is in the NBA, but we couldn't accept whoever Bronny James Jr. is going to become?
So, all right. So, just real quick, Fleet.
Jose Alvarado wasn't some nice nigga at Georgia Tech, and I don't give a fuck what nobody tell you. He wasn't nice at Christ the King in Queens. He was good.
Fleet. He knocks down open shots. He can shoot the three, and he's a pest on defense. I'm just like I said. I'm not advocating for none of these guys. I'm just saying when you ask me, they do something on the court that's good. Besides Bronny being athletic, what else does he do good?
But I will say that Jose Alvarado is a great comparison because he's a fringe NBA player. He does not shoot that well. He's doing these little gimmicky plays and like he's not a great defender. So I understand what you're saying with that, Flea, but there was no hype to Jose Alvarado from Christ the King.
But that's
to
not the
Tech.
point. It's because of his name, Fabian.
Right.
You know, if his name is Colin Adams, that nigga, we don't talk about LeBron James' son.
Correct.
We don't talk.
But
if it's not his son, we don't talk about him, bro.
Right, but now we're going back to the same argument of this is what you signed up for. Your father knew what he was doing. JJ Redick knows what they're doing. That's they know what they're doing.
Because there's hype, that means he has to amount to a certain level of play. Mm-hmm. We are actually grading him right now. OG hit this right on the head. Jose Alvarado. Let's stay right there. Forget what he did prior to becoming in the NBA. They both on the same level right now. Why could Bronny James not aspire to do what Jose Alvarado is doing right now? And we accept that and that be okay.
He should be. Like,
so
why?
How far is he off? Is what I'm saying. What the fuck? Jose Alvarado ain't no gangbuster. Nigga. He could get bounced around.
But Flea, that's what I'm saying. You're putting him in a proper perspective, in a proper box. This guy compared him to Lou Dort and Davion Mitchell. That's not Jose Alvarado. That's JJ Redick's fault, LeBron's fault, the Lakers' fault. They did that. I didn't put him in any box.
But my point is, forget where they put him. It's us three talking right now. So that's why, if I wanted to know what JJ Redick thought about Bronny James, I would go DM him right now because we have the ability to do that. I don't give a fuck about what I'm asking y'all. If he's on this level now, he's made it here, regardless of how he got here. He made it here. We've had a small sample size of what we see from him. Why can't he aspire to beat Jose Alvarado? How far is he? He's not that far off from a Alvarado, a Sexton. We start talking about Kobe White is good. Kobe White can shoot the ball. But how much better? Like I'm just talking about smaller guards.
Yeah, but Sexton and Kobe White's a different level. That's
Sexton
NBA.
is regular weed.
No,
he's talking about these guys like they good.
No, that's at least a 6-man in the NBA, bro. That's Kobe White. It can score 25 a game in the NBA.
Cleveland drafted Sexton as a starting point guard and quickly found out he ain't that. And he's bounced around. He's bounced around since then.
Okay, but you're telling half a story now because
what story?
Because they also drafted drafted Garland and they traded him for Garland. Bronny James is not going to be. There's not going to be no argument between him and some other point guard in the NBA, bro. If we're comparing him to Jose Alvarado,
that's
all
not my
point. Your point is why can't we assess him as Jose Alvarado?
Yes, that's right. That's my point.
I'm with you, but the point is that if their focal point, if their destination for Bronny James is not that and is further than that, this is where this is coming from. If he would have said if JJ Redick would have came out,
you want Cole Anthony or you want Bronny James?
Cole Anthony's better than Bronny James.
Why?
Because he can actually get to the basket. Yo, that's not. He can push the ball in transition. You ain't ripping him at half court. None of that.
Man, Cole Anthony ain't shit. That's my point. You niggas love to talk about niggas that halfway good.
Okay, so hold on. Now, if
Cole Anthony, about why can't he aspire to be them? These niggas ain't that.
Oh boy, what he just said? He said if JJ Redick ain't smart, what that say about them, right? If Cole Anthony ain't shit, what that say about Bronny? What you talking about right now?
That's fine.
What you talking about right now? Yeah,
that's fine. Yeah. That's fine.
Before we go, you 100% correct. The hype that they put on the young man, these are the conversations that should be had in that realm. I think Kobe White is better than all those guys. Sure. The Sexton thing may be a little stretched, but the Cole Anthonys and guys like that, I think, if the young man works hard, he has to work on, he just has to get good at something. Remember, at that size, you got to be able to run an offense, right? You got to be able to, have a handle the way you don't lose the ball, turn the ball over, basketball IQ. You have to be able to knock down open shots. So you have to be a pest on defense, right? To be that little. So he has an opportunity to do those things. His father is one of the greatest. So, basketball IQ, learning the game, knowing the game, working out, things of that nature should all be no problem. I just think he needs to focus on one thing. I don't think he needs to try to be, which he did say, the next LeBron. Maybe focus on being a great defender or a great knockdown shooter or a great guy that can slash and get to the basket. I think he needs to focus on one thing and maybe everything else will fall in place. But you're 100% correct. Those are the guys that he needs to maybe look at. Because everybody else, let's just be realistic. And Fleet, to me, I disagree. I think who you were in high school and college does play a part. The reason why the young man gets a lot of flack, because remember, Fleet, this is my argument forever. If you take the name away and you just put, how they put they put a blank picture and you just put their numbers in high school, their numbers in college, he wouldn't be drafted. Those other guys might be drafted if this going. They averaged 30 in high school. They averaged 15 in college. They went to this. They did this. The accolades was this. So I think, I'm not going to say he has a long way to go, but you're 100% correct. Could he be a Cole Anthony? I think he could be, but he has to want to be that, and that's what he has to strive for. All that other shit, he might have to let that go. But that's your man's in them. They're going to have to let that go, bro. They're going to have to let him go, Flea.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.